Today we are surrounded by the 20 most important people in Oliver and Erica's lives. Parents and siblings that have raised them since birth, best friends who have known them since shortly thereafter, and me. When about half of you really just started to get to know me just last night. Frankly, I've only truly been in Ollie and Erica's lives for the better part of the past 6 years. I won't blame you if you wonder just a little bit why I'm even invited, let alone officiating. I do have a couple of thoughts on this. So first, while we were living together in Venice and in Playa del Rey, I counted upon these two to take care of me, to watch over me, in some ways to raise me. Erica would patiently listen to my troubles and sternly reprimand me when I'd act up. Ollie would teach me how to play sports and allow me to get away with murder when mom was out of the house. So, in this sense, I'm uniquely well suited to speak on behalf of the most important stakeholders to this union who can't be here yet today, their future children. Second, unlike everyone here who loves each Ollie or Erica as a perfect match for the boy or girl they've raised since diapers, I've only ever truly known Ollie and Erica as a unit. Erica's not, to my eyes, Ollie's fiance, nor was Ollie ever, to my eyes, Erica's boyfriend. I've only ever truly known them together as they should be. So that is why, while those who are responsible for each Ollie and Erica sit on either side of this aisle, I stand here today in the middle for one of the greatest honors of my entire life. I'm trying hard not to look directly at them because I'll start crying before they do. I've long counted Ollie and Erica amongst my closest friends and I amongst theirs, and many of us would say the same. But Oliver and Erica have always had a true best friend above the rest of us. There's something truly special about watching two best friends marry one another. With all the years we have known Ollie and Erica together, our arrival here today feels expected, intrinsically inevitable. Today was always a matter of when, not if. As you each described this day to me, this wedding is just a formality. You have evolved here so naturally from where you started, and thus my officiant's role may be entirely negated and perhaps even useless. In the traditional role of an officiant, I'm to introduce Ollie to those in attendance to support Erica, and Erica to those in attendance to support Ollie, and validate their love to justify their union in doing so. This might make sense in most other weddings, but it feels a bit redundant here today. So that's why I've promised the bride and groom that I would keep this short and try to keep this speech to it just under an hour. Ollie and Erica's love is one for which the platitudes and cliches ring true. There's no love in our lives that makes more clear and obvious sense. Perhaps more so than for any other marrying couple we know, this union is self-evident. This wedding is different. Ollie and Erica, look around you. With 20 people in attendance, 5 months delayed from the intended date, a global pandemic keeping the larger community at bay, this wedding is different. Your wedding day is one you had long expected, dreamed of, diligently planned, and the final incarnation is intrinsically a bit different than what you had expected. But it is perfect. This wedding is perfect in its simplicity, which is itself a defining characteristic of your love together. It's unvarnished, humble, and simple. You have only ever needed each other, friends, family, and a good meal, and nothing more. In some senses, this wedding day is the perfect allegory for your love together. Authentic, pure, and just for the two of you, no matter how many of us enjoy basking in it. The smaller crowd is of no consequence because we always ever had an audience of two. This is your moment and your moment alone. We are so honored to be here to witness and to represent the many more who will celebrate your love and friendship every day and will soon celebrate with us again. And this wedding is perfect in its delay, as your relationship itself was predicated upon a delay. It was always a matter of when, not if. But in truth, that when started not 5 months delayed, but a bit over a decade delayed from when it otherwise could have been. Had Ollie worked up the courage or had the maturity to make this real when he first knew that one day it would be, he would have been down on one knee in his freshman dorm at UCSB. Ollie and Erica first met 11 years ago, early in college, and their fates were immediately intertwined. While Erica might not have yet known for sure, Ollie especially knew from the very start, from when they first became friends and best friends soon after, from when she first met the rest of his family, that Erica was the one. But Ollie did not immediately pursue Erica because he had the insightful self-awareness to know, and as he would describe in his own words, that he was, well, an idiot who could not yet be trusted with a relationship so precious. There was too much potential here to risk prematurely. So for the next few years, their friendship grew. Meanwhile, their mutually understood, but yet to be explicitly acknowledged romance developed under the surface. It was never a matter of if, but when. This initial deferment turned into a patience that sustained them throughout college and throughout Erica's stint in New Zealand, from which they carried forward as they always expected they would. They matured together and through each other, a mutual growth scaffolded and guided by the other. And of the years of strengthening their mutual reliance and admiration as best friends, the choice ultimately to date was just a formality, a fate that had long before already been decided. Ollie and Erica's first kiss came one night after Erica finished helping Ollie with his homework, and Ollie convinced Erica to jump into the pool. Or doing his homework, as Erica said. And there has never been a sentence that better described the two of them than that one. Ollie is spontaneous, and he makes Erica more spontaneous in turn. He lifts her out of her comfort zone and has carried her into a world of friendships, layering on extroverted exuberance into her life. Erica appreciates Ollie's quirks and knows how to push the best out of him, to help him see the world through a different lens. Whenever there is something that goes wrong or something that Ollie is particularly excited about, he brings it to Erica first with his tail rapidly wagging. She can always be trusted for her steadfast support and considerate counsel. Frankly, Erica often knows what Ollie is thinking better than he does, and she keeps him anchored from floating away. I watched firsthand as Erica's motherly nature, as she cared for Ollie after he seemingly tore and retore every ligament in his legs, as she carried him into adulthood and frankly did the same for me. Something that always struck me about Ollie and Erica was how their similarities and differences are so perfectly congruent, like ingredients in a recipe that bring out so much more of the other's flavor, symbiotically reliant, but mutually empowering. For years, as we lived together, I was a key beneficiary of their cooking teamwork. And I always found their collaboration in the kitchen to be the perfect microcosm of their relationship. Ollie would be the visionary creative, all the while making an outrageous mess using every pot and pan at his disposal. Erica would reel him back in, give the final stamp of approval on his rogue designs, and serve as the captain that would lead the prep toward final execution. And I would be the one who would saunter into the kitchen after the dishes were already loaded into the dishwasher, asking how I could be of help. Even in their intrinsically individual styles, their greatest qualities mirrored the others. Oliver is so sweetly thoughtful, Erica is so proactively considerate. They share passions for sports both played and watched, for cooking and hosting, for friends and family, with each other chief among them. They share common goals, and for the goals they each hold individually, they rely upon the other to push them towards success. They have a mutually confident, cozy comfort, one that leaves little room for surprise, but they strive to surprise and delight and impress and exceed each other's expectations nonetheless. What is better than marrying your best friend? This just works, which is so rare. Sometimes that's all that's needed. The platitudes of love ring true. The cliches are factually accurate. Ollie and Erica, despite today's simplicity, know that this group represents the much larger community that orbits you. You are the sturdy, reliable, unwavering foundation upon which so many of our lives have long stood. The protective and warm shelter under which we too are growing and maturing alongside you. There are many that could not be here today, But both those who have passed and the many family or friends cheering you on from afar love you so much and will celebrate with you as soon as they can. And despite today's delay, there has always been a certainty to today's ultimate fruition, the intrinsic inevitability of this formality and the many more milestones that will follow in the years ahead. This love transcends time and the patience required, durable beyond time-shifting circumstances. In life, we hope to make friendships that endure, but the true privilege is the friendship that helps us endure whatever life may bring. As today proves, you don't need to wait for the right moment, as you'd always make the moment right. Witnessing true best friends choose to spend their lives together is special. Many find partners, lovers, co-parents, and more, but few are so lucky to commit their lives to a best friend and to have a best friend commit their lives in turn. You have and always will be best friends, but through a series of formalities and milestones, you have additionally and naturally evolved from boyfriend and girlfriend to fiancés, and now to husband and wife. This was always a matter of when, not if. And that when is finally right now. Let's get these two married.